It's been forecasted that the 2024 hurricane season could be the most active in history. And also, Earth was recently hit with the most powerful solar storm in over 2 decades. And scientists and researchers expect a lot more powerful storms to hit Earth within the next year or two. So it's theorized that when the sun is more active, this sends a lot more energy to the earth. And this in turn warms up the oceans and provides fuel for tropical storms. And there is also a strong possibility that radiation could change the atmosphere and thus cause climate change. So, scientists and researchers are using climate computer models to really understand, judge, and analyze exactly how much radiation enters the atmosphere during solar storms. And then also, there's a new mysterious phenomenon that has a lot of researchers and scientists perplexed, and that's called rapid intensification. So, with this new concept, storms gain incredible strengths within a 24-hour period. So, this is why we've seen a lot of times on the news of how these major tropical storms suddenly gain incredible strengths within a 24-hour period through a new discovered concept called rapid intensification. So, definitely some shocking and interesting concepts and new scientific theories regarding our climate. So, let's go ahead and jump into some interesting statistics and facts about our sun. So, every 11 years, the sun's magnetic field flips. So basically, the north and south pole switch places. And the sun has yet to reach its solar maximum. And that's basically the most energetic point within this 11-year cycle. And you also have to consider is that in 2019, scientists and researchers observed 0 sunspots on the sun. But now it's predicted that in 2025, scientists expect over 100 sunspots on the sun in 2025. So definitely some drastic differences between 2019, since that's more closer to the solar minimum, and then what we have going on potentially in 2025 during the solar maximum with over 100 sunspots. And then also, the massive, historic G5 geomagnetic storm that hit Earth a few weeks ago. Basically, what this storm did was that it disrupted farmers' GPS satellites all across the Midwest US. And basically, what this stands for is Global Positioning System satellites. Not only did it disrupt GPS satellites, but it also stalled farmers' planting equipment all across the Midwest US as well. So, a lot of farmers have said they've never seen anything like this with all of these technical glitches and difficulties. So, this is a telltale sign since these farmers have been around for generations, some of them probably 100 years, that these solar storms are becoming more dangerous, and they're also becoming a lot more powerful too as well. And a lot of people want to know what would happen if the 1850 Carrington event would have occurred in today's society in 2024. So basically, the Carrington event was the most powerful solar storm to ever hit Earth during the human era. So basically, this Carrington event disrupted ships' compasses, and it also disrupted worldwide communication. So, if this event would have occurred in 2024, scientists say it would cause global blackouts for years, not days, not months, but for years. And it would also cause major disruptions in the financial markets, and then also, of course, emergency and hospital services too as well. And also, another very interesting concept within this whole, topic of solar storms and potential climate change and hurricanes is that scientists are starting to discover these massive prehistoric solar storms that occurred in our past. So recently, scientists have discovered a new strategy to identify prehistoric solar storms that occurred in our past. So basically, through analyzing radiocarbon in ancient tree rings, scientists are able to identify exactly what kind of solar storms occurred in our past and then also our strengths. So basically, before 2012, scientists and researchers had no way to be able to identify, what kind of solar storms occurred in our past. But with this new scientific strategy of identifying radiocarbon in ancient tree rings, scientists are becoming a lot more startled due to the fact that we've had massive prehistoric solar storms in our past. And the most recent one that they discovered occurred 14,000 years ago, and it was 10 times more powerful than the Carrington event. So definitely some shocking, possibilities as far as exactly what can happen. And then also, just within a 24-hour period, I've seen on the news that, scientists and researchers have identified a new sunspot that just opened up on the sun. So scientists are expecting a lot more and even more powerful solar storms in June. So definitely a very fascinating concept. But thank you for listening to the one and only Twilight Mysteries. Thank you and have a great day, evening, night, morning, whichever part of the world you are. But thank you.